Hello everybody, in today's video we are going to look at how to make clay out of normal gardening soil. So basically the clay will be in a powdery form and not in the soft smudgy form. This clay can then be added to water if you want to make that smudgy form. So this can be used in so many projects. Some are like pottery, Dorodango. If you don't know what Dorodango is, it's basically making a very shiny ball out of dirt. So all you need to get started is soil. So the soil has to be slightly sticky when it's wet and not completely gritty or loamy or sandy or something like that. So now to do this you need, like, optionally you can use a measuring cylinder. This will show you how much you had with all the soil mixed with the water, and then after you clear the soil, basically filter the soil, you get like that sludgy type of water but without the impurities, right? You can check all of that and stuff. But then you also need a Ziploc bag. So the Ziploc bag is just like a normal one. Make sure it's waterproof. So you just add a little bit of soil in there, hand pick all of the big leaves and stuff, and then you can just add water and then squish in this to mix it all up. So after you've done all of this, you can just take a big container or like a white tray or whatever suits how much you've made, and then let it to dry in the sun. So that is basically all the steps involved in this. So let's get started. Okay guys, so soil of the end. Soil, nice good soil. It is in a kind of dark color, the shade, which also symbolizes a lot of clay. And look at this, when I press down, it keeps its shape, which is a very good sign that this does not have too much sand in it, which we don't need. So right now, just like you can break all the huge pieces, I've made sure that even though this looks like it's rock, this is actually like very hard soil. So we'll just break as much as we can while not putting too much force on the Ziploc bag, as it will make it tear. If there's any piece you cannot break with your hand too easily, either it's a rock or you can put water and then it'll dissolve. We're just doing this now so that it settles and dissolves more easily. And if the soil's more loose, it helps the clay to mix well with the water, as only the clay that is suspended in the water will become the powdery clay. So I made it into this shape, it's like a pot, so that I can easily pour Pepsi inside this. So now I'll just pour it. Just pour a little bit after a little bit. Just kidding, it's water, obviously. Add a little bit, smush, and then add a little bit. That's how you should do this. While doing this, it's worth noting that you're not trying to make a paste. You're trying to make it actually kinda super watery. I mean, not hyper watery, but not like a paste either. There should be a lot more room to dissolve a lot more clay than you think your soil has. 1.5 soda cans later, and a lot of yuck. It looks like this. So this is how much of the second cup I've completed. So just like massage it in a little bit. Actually got a super convenient bag for this reason, so I'll just pour all of the mixture into the bag and let it strain out. Sometime later, about 20 minutes, we've got clear layers. I'll pour off some of the water without disturbing the clay, and then I'll heat up this mixture, the leftover mixture, to evaporate it faster. Hi guys, so another update, 1.5 hours passed. So this is how it looks now. It has got a layer of separation, but then I don't want to mess with that. So I thought maybe I could put this on some heat to make it evaporate faster. Guys, this is the soda can I used previously in the video. I just cut like 3 holes like that to allow for ventilation. Then I took a broken ladle, it's the cup part, and then I just poured all of this inside to make a stuff. Now I've completed with the part in which you make the full clay. It has been powdered and now it is ready for modeling and making dorodangos or anything else that involves clay. So you won't believe how black this thing became with all the soot from the burning for such a long time. I just upturned it on a piece of paper to be able to grind. Yeah, just a little bit more. We'll take that afterwards, but this seems like really good clay. We'll just powder it a little bit, maybe a screwdriver. So now it looks super good. Now I took all of the powdered clay, added a little bit of water. After like 4 or 5 hours of struggling, I finally made like an incense stick stand. It's basically just like looking like a minute mountain with a hole in between where you like stick it. So I'm happy with how it turned out. I thought it looked plain, but after I just like put it on top of a candle flame, like it direct in touch of a candle flame. First I made it and then let it be like that for about, I think about like 2 or 3 minutes, 2 or 3 hours. Then after that it had solidified to a level. I took it and then because it was an incense stick stand, I just put an incense stick into the stand. It fit very snugly. I took it, then I just like kept it on top of a flame, just enough so that the flame did not go off, but then the whole thing became black. Then I just took it and rubbed it on some like a soft cloth, and then I just showed it over like gradually increasing pressure of tap water, and now it is brown in some areas and it looks like wood actually. Look. Actually, there's a stick over here. It's actually, it has a small stick in there and then a stone. This is so that like it has a weight to stand up and not like fall over because of the incense sticks.